just missing spinning magic now. That day, Glenn glimpsed a wildly spinning washing machine and instantly had a wild idea. With his wife's shocked gaze, Glenn started dismantling the washing machine, turning it into the perfect axis. But the pastor couldn't bear to watch. The pastor asked his wife how she felt. Glenn replied, "I'm fine." The pastor exclaimed, "Wow, lucky guy." The next day, amidst thunderous applause, this colourful antique bike was finally assembled, but everyone's smiles froze instantly. Clearly, nobody trusted this old heap of junk, except for his wife, who maintained a supportive smile while Glenn buzzed off to test it. Sure enough, this antique was surprisingly quicker than the rest. But Magee was furious about her reckless road testing, fearing she'd crash. Even if Glenn survived, she risked getting hit by cars, so she discouraged her friend from more bikes. These parts were cobbled together from the bathroom and trash can, as if destined to break records from the moment they were born. Facing skepticism, Glenn stood firm, claiming this bike absolutely obeyed the laws of physics and would totally shatter the 9-year-old. Eventually, they had a huge fight, but Magee still used his last sponsorship money to buy tickets for Glenn and wife to Norway. He even arranged for a babysitter for their kids, while she dug into her own pocket to show up, finally waiting for the challenge day. As Glenn prepared her bike, Magee called her, eyes wide, to see she convinced sponsors for a pro racing bike. Glenn knocked on the frame and realized this new bike weighed a ton compared to hers, and Magee had to fill her in on the backstory. "If you break the record on this bike, sponsors will cover your use expenses." Glenn was in a dilemma, but her wife fully supported her. Wanting to disappoint her friend, she decided to race on the bike. During prep, the Bike Association president appeared, checking out this quirky bike. Glenn hurriedly explained that this was her design and met all the rules, but the president just sneered back, "Oh, really?" As the judges counted down, Glenn stomped on the pedals to speed up, knowing she had to finish 205 laps within an hour to break the record, but the hefty bike drained most of her energy. Halfway through the race, Glenn was drenched in sweat and panting like a bull. Thus, the endless indoor trek was so disorienting for her. As she wore down, nightmares of panic began to flood her mind. Her wife quickly noticed something was off and could only shout encouragement from the sidelines. With just 10 minutes left, everyone knew she had no shot at breaking the record this time. The previous champion even happily shook hands with the president, thinking, "Looks like she's got no chance." At the precise moment when the bell signaling the end rang out loudly, Glenn was still 2 laps behind. In fact, in the real world, there has never been any of those so-called astonishing comebacks from the brink of defeat. The whispers of devil still echoed in her head, but her wife's support reignited her confidence. After calming down, she immediately found someone from the Bike Association, declaring she wanted to test again. Although the association had zero respect for her quirky style and bike, they had no choice but to let her try again, thanks but 2 high-intensity events in such a short span. Not even a marathon runner could handle that. Glenn refused to back down or give up, so she drank a big glass of water before bed to wake herself every 2 hours. Then she stretched to avoid stiffness, tossing all night. Meanwhile, Magee felt deeply guilty. Had it not been her idea, Glenn might have set a record. She stayed up all night piecing together the bikes. Next day, Glenn was deeply grateful. He hurried to the competition site, but the staff didn't arrive until 9:30. The champ even kindly warned her, "You could end up with muscle breakdown doing this. Don't ruin your body on impulse." Yet Glenn arrived early, resolute and unwavering in faith. With her friend's unwavering support and her wife's unconditional trust, how could she not move forward? Let the fears take a hike. 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps. Why is this darn trek endless? And those terrifying whispers crept back in, but this time Glenn didn't fall for it. Like a red lightning bolt, she smacked the association president with her incredible speed. Gradually, the blinding lights took over her vision, and the terrifying whispers transformed into cheers from her wife and friends. Perhaps this is what solidarity among heroes feels like. Glenn felt like she was in a world of speed. Faster and faster to reach the championship. Gunshot, 1 lap to go. With a twisted face and insane speed, Glenn only heard the wind rushing by. She finally broke the 9-year-long world record. The crowd erupted. Sponsors eagerly handed her $400,000 check, promising a full year of sponsorship. At that moment, all the glory belonged to this unstoppable man. But just as everyone raised their glasses to celebrate, Gran hid in a corner, tears flowing. Her heart was in turmoil. She cried inside, feeling like emotional ghosts were haunting her. Let her cry in the dark. Perhaps that will bring her some peace. A week later, famed chess player Berman was set to challenge the world record, and Glan's wife and friends watched anxiously on TV. Meanwhile, Glen chose to go cycling, only to find that an hour later, Berman smashed his own record, so unlucky. To make matters worse, while riding in the downpour, her tire blew out, forcing her to find a bar to borrow a phone to call Magee. At that moment, some drunk guys noticed her and started taunting, "Hey, did the champ forget to say hi to old friends?" Turns out, these were the same bullies who tormented Glan in childhood. But this time, she decided not to run, but to raise her bike and fight back. After enduring years of trials and tribulations, he finally learned to confront his fears as taught by his father and resolutely decided to participate in the bike race taking place in 5 weeks, solemnly vowing to reclaim the championship title and immense glory that rightfully belonged to him. Magee understood him, but suggested Glan challenge at year end for more training and support.